Hey, what's up everybody? It's Wednesday, which means Worldview Wednesday, and we will get started here pretty shortly. We're just waiting for people to get in. Not everybody gets the notifications from YouTube the same as others, so we gotta wait a little bit and give people a chance. Anyways, in the meantime, sit back and relax and participate in the chat if you would like to. Again, we're just waiting for people to get in. Hey, if you become a member, you can get access to our custom emojis. Also, you can get access to our private Discord where you can have more one-on-one interaction with me. Also, if you hit the website listed in the pinned comment, which is www.mindfulmonad.com, you can check out the merch store and get the brand new t-shirt. That's right, brand new Mindful Monad t-shirt. What's up, everybody? Just about 15 more minutes, and we are going to get rolling here. The reason we're waiting is because not everybody gets the notifications from YouTube the same time, so sometimes people get notifications way later than others, and that's why we wait a little bit for people to get in. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and participate in the chat if you would like to. Again, we're just waiting for people to get in. Oh yeah, alright. What do you think? Should we get started? Should we get started? Alright, let's get some purple demon faces in the house and some disco balls. Okay, let's get it going. And 3 and 2 and 1 and big face. And hello, my name is Jan Erickson, and this is my YouTube channel where I am Hyperion and I react to shit that goes on in the world, things like that. And I pretty much talk about whatever the hell I like. So, tonight is Worldview Wednesday. I pick some things that's going on around the world and I talk about it. Also, what I like to do in the beginning of live streams is say hello to everybody before I get on to the subject, so we'll take a brief minute to say hello. And as you can see, I finally got a mic boom arm thing for my microphone. I got this microphone brand new last Friday for a Friday night stream, and I had to hold it, and it was really heavy and ridiculous, but it was also very entertaining. But now I am finally set up with something that holds it, and I quite like this setup. I think it sounds really nice, and I have more clearance with my arms. I don't run into any wires, things like that, so that's really, really cool. Anyways, thank you all so much for coming. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat room. I see Laura LaFleur. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. I see Crystal Mason. I see Hope. I see Mistress Angelica. I see MC Heavyset. MC Heavyset just became a member. Thank you so much, MC Heavyset. I need something to like write your names like on a little whiteboard or something. I don't know. I gotta figure out something to do. But thank you so much for becoming a monad and joining our membership. Now you have access to all the emojis. If you become a member, you get access to our custom emojis and you get access to our Discord server in which you can hang out with us and have a little one-on-one time with me. That's the best place to get a hold of me. Let's see. Lucifer, thank you so much for coming. Tyler Easy, thank you so much for coming. Renaissance Fairy, good to see you as always. And I noticed we have a moderator in the house, Cassie. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming and keeping our chat room safe. So tonight our subject is going to be about the hate that streamers and YouTubers get from doing either charity work or fundraising. It's a really interesting phenomena that's happening right now, so I'm interested to talk about it, and I have a couple of examples of streamers and YouTubers that's going on right now where this is a conversation, such as Mr. Beast and his recent video that he did where he pays for surgery for people to get on their eyes that allows them to see. And it's like a 10-minute procedure that they couldn't normally afford. And then I want to talk about what's happening with Hassan Piker because he has raised over $1 million for the earthquake relief in Turkey and Syria, and he is also getting flack for that. And I'm like, why? And here's the thing about the issue that I'm just going to speed you up on with the YouTubers and streamers doing that. On the one hand, it's good, but there's something about it that doesn't feel right, and we're going to poke at and dissect the part that doesn't feel right. And we're going to acknowledge and be charitable to what they're doing right, what they're doing that is well, what's obviously right, which is, you know, people getting funds for relief or funds for medical procedures that they need. So, really interesting topic tonight. And if we have extra time, I kind of want to like touch base on what happened with the weird Chinese balloon. And I don't know what's going on with the Grammys, but I guess there's something going on with that. We go live every Wednesday, though, so what we don't cover this week, we usually just carry on the next week and so on and so forth and things like that, so. Let's see. Did I say hello to everybody? Heretical response? Good to see you. Grammys. Is it the Grammys or is it Oscars? I don't fucking know. Thank you so much, Renaissance Fairy, for gifting a membership. And it looks like Cassie got the membership. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Cassie. So just so you know, when somebody gifts a membership, it's YouTube randomly selects the person. I have no control over that whatsoever. It's just like automatically selected. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Mark is also a moderator. Mark says, I'm out of the loop on grapes over charity fundraisers. I'd love to know what's the major criticism. Yes, we're going to get into that. It's really, I don't know. It's a lot. We're just going to wait a couple more minutes and then we're going to get started on today's topic. In the meantime, feel free to say hello. Witch, hello. Good to see you, Witch. Nice to see you in the live stream. Feel free to say hello in the chat right now. What's going on right here? And ask me questions, things like that. Whatever. Cassie says, I might abuse the ability to use these emojis. Yes, I mean, that's the perks of having the membership is you get these custom emojis that you can join everybody with. Oh, Laura LaFleur, thank you so much for gifting a membership. That's so nice of you. I really appreciate that. And it looks like Mistress Angelica got that membership. Congratulations, Mistress Angelica, on the membership. I'm going to post a fresh Discord link tonight after the stream so everybody can get access to that. Nice. Thank you for the super chat, heretical response. This is a nice microphone, huh? Tap, tap, tap. It's great. Oh, that's cool, Laura. Laura says I never gifted a membership before. Felt good. Congrats. I like gifting. I like that option where you can gift memberships. It's just like, paying it forward to somebody else. So, why don't we start talking about some stuff? Let's start talking about some stuff. So pretty much this all began, at least for me, in my awareness, when oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Laura. 4 months, I felt like I've always been here or belonged here. Weird, huh? But good, weird. I like weird. I like weird too. No, that's a good weird. No, that's not weird. I mean, that's not bad weird. But if it's a good weird for you, I guess that's good. But anyway, so on to the subject of people being angry about YouTubers doing charity work or fundraising work. Begins for me, this topic came into my awareness a few weeks ago when Mr. Beast put out a video where he paid for people to get a procedure done, a medical procedure on their eyes that only takes 10 minutes, but it's very costly. This procedure takes 10 minutes and they can like see pretty much instantly and go back to work. And the problem is they're unable to afford this procedure. So Mr. Beast steps in and he's like, I'm going to make this video about me paying for this surgery for tons of people. So that's good, right? Because people are having that procedure and they're able to see where normally they wouldn't be able to afford it. But there's some people who are like, oh, that's so gross and awful. So it's that icky, awful, like, what's wrong about this that I want to kind of dive into. And I thought that was kind of like it. And I was actually going to put that into a video on Monday, but I decided to wait till now. And I'm kind of glad I did, because shortly afterwards, another similar situation came about where there was that massive earthquake in Turkey, affecting Turkey and Syria, and this this Twitch streamer that I like, Hassan Piker, started a fundraiser for the disaster relief of this earthquake. And he started to raise quite a lot of money. At this point, it's over $1 million. And once again, people are like, oh, that's so bad. That's like icky and gross, and we don't like that. And it's like, why? Especially when these people need instant help, instant relief. And so we're going to get into the details. We're going to kind of go through both of these situations. And then at the end of that, I think I know what the issue is here, where the uncomfort is, or discomfort, where the uncomfort is, where the discomfort is. And we're going to talk about that because it's on a bigger, grander scale. It is bigger and above Twitch streamers and YouTubers. So let's get into it. We're going to start by skimming through Mr. Beast's video where he does the thing where he provides medical procedures for people. And we're going to kind of have to skim through it, obviously, because there's the whole copyright issue. And I think it's just a matter, like, of sound or something. But we're going to skip through it. We're going to figure it out. So let's get into that. And has anybody else come into the room? Let's see. Oh, Relief Payment Solutions. Is that a company? I'm just curious. Good to see you, though.
In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness. It's gonna be crazy.
Most of us see the world like this. But here's the thing, 200 million people see the world like this. But I just made it one less.
Oh. Wow.
She's just one of 1,000 blind people we help from around the world.
They can't see, but we have...
So yeah, he's going around the world and doing this thing where he pays for people's eye procedures so that they're able to see. And it really is astonishing how it's this procedure that only takes like 10 minutes. It's very simple. And people recover almost instantaneously. Like, it's a pretty quick recovery. All they do is pretty much like suck goo out of people's pupils with a needle. That's a very like plain way of saying it, but it's something to that degree.
all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I see everybody.
Oh, I can see clear.
I can see clearly. Now the rain is gone.
Wondering how the surgery allows people to see again? It's because the lens in their eye got so cloudy that they can't see through it. So the surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Whoa, it's sucking.
And replace it with an artificial one. The surgery is that simple. They can see again.
Like really soon. Like pretty fast.
Oh.
You pay for my surgery?
Yes.
Seriously?
You know what? Here's $10,000. Make your day even better.
Oh my God. So not only is he paying for their surgeries, but he's like, here's some extra money on top of it.
We still have 980 lives left to change.
There's my watch. I'd never seen it before.
Oh my God.
I had night blindness. I couldn't see. That you just deal with it life.
I'm Nolan, by the way.
I'm Carl.
You're Carl? I know a guy named Carl. Not a good guy.
Moment of truth.
What the fuck was that all about? I know a Carl. He's not a good guy though, so fuck you. I'm gonna stab you in the face. Like, what the fuck was that all about?
Couldn't control their pupils.
I'm gonna need anesthetic soon.
Oh man, no cloudiness, no blurriness.
Oh, it's perfect.
Is Charlie. You're not able to read any of this text on the TV?
No, it's an E or something, I think.
He won't know he won 10 grand until after his surgery. I can't wait to see his reaction.
Charlie sees everything like this, and it's
Sorry, I'm just laughing because I'm just like, because he's actually there with the surgery, so I'm laughing at the idea where it's like you're gonna see Mr. Beast. The first thing, like one of the first few things you see.
And his family's life extremely difficult.
I was a cashier. My eyes was getting so bad. $10,000.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And that just haven't been me for the last 62 years. I can actually see your face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can read this.
When you come out of the surgery, what's the first thing that you're excited to see?
My son, he's been my rock through all of this.
Well, too bad, bitch, because the first thing you're gonna see instead of your son is me, Mr. Beast.
Operation. You mentioned the first thing you wanted to see was your son.
Seeing him and seeing his face, that's what I'm.
Subscribed to you for like 11 years.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Jeremiah has been blind in his right eye since he was born, and it's affected his vision his entire life.
Are you excited to be able to see out of both?
Hopefully if the surgery...
So more people getting helped, more people getting helped.
I'm gonna drive. Since I can't drive, I'm just at home.
Good luck. We'll see you after the procedure.
He mentioned multiple times he really wants to drive after this procedure fixes his eyesight. So I'll see you at the end of the video when we surprise him with a brand new Tesla.
But first, let's see if
Oh
Jeremiah...
no, please, not a Tesla. Really, a Tesla? I'd be like, bitch, take that back.
Jeremiah's surgery was successful.
Let's do this. How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah? Are you excited?
Take your time. No pressure.
Everything looks so more clear.
Yeah.
Oh, touching. And he gets money too.
I don't even see any blur. It's kind of great.
How are you feeling? How's life been now?
It's been good, you know? I be like looking at the cars and I'm like, wow, I can see that car all the way over there.
That's good if you're gonna drive it.
Yeah.
I have a surprise for you. Do you mind putting on this blindfold?
Hold on.
I know it's a little ironic that we
You just had surgery. You're just barely able to see, so let's stick you in a car.
If Chris wrecks it, I'll buy another one.
Literally, I cannot put into words how I feel right now.
Have you ever driven a car before?
No.
I love how we're letting a guy who couldn't see a couple weeks ago drive us.
Yeah.
Wait, there's one cone you should hit. Yeah,
Don't hit the cones.
Going to other places around the world.
because
So not only are we helping people here in America, but we're also going to other places around the world.
Because unfortunately, nearly half the population with curable blindness doesn't have access to this surgery. So I wanted to provide this to as many people as possible.
Very inspiring, very enlightening. Very... I mean, these people need this surgery, so... you know...
To thousands of people.
I see everything.
Oh my God, you are so beautiful. Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Beast. Thank you.
Didn't Mr. Beast... Yeah, so Mr. Beast wrote something interesting on this Twitter. What is this? No, I don't want to subscribe or do any of that. But anyways, he wrote, I don't understand why curable blindness is a thing. Even if you're thinking purely from a financial standpoint, it's hard to see who they don't rot on taxes from people being able to work again. So pretty much, Mr. Beast went through this whole video where he provided this, and Mr. Beast is a YouTuber content creator who makes a lot of money, like millions. So, I mean, he can definitely afford this endeavor. And it's really good, right? It's good for people to get this medical procedure that they would otherwise not be able to have. What's interesting, though, is the part where people are like, this is disgusting, this is sick, this is wrong, because Mr. Beast, you know, usually the idea is, Mr. Beast is like just doing this for the public representation. Like, he's just doing this to gain more followers. Like, he still earns a ton of money from the monetization of the video, this, that, and the other. So that's kind of like where people are on there on that. The first sentence that Mr. Beast says over here, I don't understand why curable blindness is a thing. Mr. Beast is an open capitalist. He's an open lover of capitalism. Like, he likes it. He's a capitalist. He makes a lot of money. He does these things. And so that's kind of controversial, right? Because Hyperianism is very anti-capitalist. It's very against capitalism. That just doesn't work. At least not fully. There's certainly elements of capitalism that could potentially work if they were put out there in a reasonable way, but that's a different conversation. But pretty much, I'm just trying to convey that Mr. Beast is a capitalist. He likes his position of having a lot of money, being a content creator. But even he is like, I don't understand why curable blindness is a thing. Acknowledging that this form of blindness that these people suffer from is something that is curable, but they can't have any sort of access to it. So it's sort of like, really interesting there. It's almost, and I say almost, and let me tell you what, I've seen a lot of other YouTubers' reaction to this video of Mr. Beast, and a lot of them have like the same take. And they get to that point where they're like, this seems kind of weird that Mr. Beast has to be the one that provides this for people when it's a very simple procedure. If it's just provided for people, why isn't it being provided for people? It's like they get there on that ledge of almost being in that space where it's like, oh, it's the system as a whole. It's the whole system in America, the whole way that America provides medical care to its civilians, to its citizens, and how it's not good. It really falls short. It falls short of being able to take care of people. What should be something really easy for people to get and be able to go back to work, which would inevitably, in the end, support the capitalist system. So it's kind of weird on that note, too. It's like, if people can get the surgery and go back to work, like, wouldn't you want to, like, provide for that? But it's not. So why is this YouTuber having to step out and bring this to light and acknowledge this and poke a finger into this? But the hate towards the YouTuber Mr. Beast himself, I think that's kind of unwarranted. He's providing this medical procedure to people that they really need. And the fact that it's him that has to step up and do this is not his fault. It's the fault of a bigger problem. So interesting. And I honestly don't even care for Mr. Beast. I don't like his content. I don't care for it. But I find that to be interesting. Another instance of YouTubers getting a finger pointed at them and getting hate for helping recently is by Hassan Piker, who currently has raised over $1 million to the disaster relief fund of for Turkey and Syria with the whole massive earthquake that just happened. Hassan Piker is from Turkey, so he's got a lot of personal investment in this, in wanting to help these people and help the people of his own home country. But during this fundraising process, which took the course of like a few days, he received a lot of hate. And a lot of the hate came from people who just simply don't like him. And because they don't like him, they sought every way they could possible to find... Anyway, they found a way to make his fundraising efforts look sinister and bad and just selfish and things like that. So, what a lot of these trolls did is they spread the rumor that the money that Hassan Piker is raising is going directly into his pocket, which none of that money that's raised even touches his bank accounts at all. And even so, he kicked off the fundraiser by donating $25,000 of his own money. So, again, we're in this situation where there's... Oh, wait, Hassan's not a YouTuber. He's a Twitch streamer. Where we got this streamer, this online influencer, that's getting a lot of shit for doing something that actually benefits people in need. So let's just, let's just get into this a little bit. And Hassan, let's see, looking at this where he just got up to 1 million. And honestly, by the time he got to 1 million, this already circled around this drama, and I can see at this point it kind of jaded him. Okay, so it definitely jaded him, and he ended up feeling like pretty terrible because people were giving him so much shit when all he wanted to do was fundraise for his home country.
There you go. And we did. Look at that. I gave another $20,000, which has now officially put us at $1 million. I want to shout out to everyone that has played a role in this. Every dollar counts. That's it. We have now officially hit $1 million on the Turkey-Syria Earthquakes Fund. I hope that this, helps immediately expedite relief and recovery efforts. I want to thank every content creator that has shared this. From H3H3 to Pokimane, Valkyrie to Amaranth to Jardane. I want to thank all the people that work behind the scenes to hit it up as quickly as possible. I want to thank Todek too. I want to thank all the content creators who also personally donated. Every dollar counts, obviously. Player Unknown donated 20 grand. An anonymous donation.
So it's actually $45,000 that
Telegram ekip 31.
Hassan donated.
Türkiye at Cineflex with $11,100.
Not
Ethan
25.
Klein with 10,001. Pat 10,000. Jacksepticeye 10,000. Valkyrie 10,000. Doodoo Dab with 5,000. Nick and Milena with 5,000. Saw some pictures of the earthquake. Devastating. Hope this helps. Ludwig with another 5,000. Co Carnage with 5,000. Todek with 5,000. The Soft Giving team itself gave 5,000. And Luna Lux. Whoa, catching up to Ludwig. I guess the bidet business isn't doing so hot with 4,100. Dumpy 3,500. Tips out. Gifted 3,000. Furious 3,000. WZT says if you're working, check if your company matches donations with 2,500. No, the stream is not ending. I just wanted to, celebrate this accomplishment. This is a big.
That's a massive accomplishment.
This means
and it's still
almost
going.
19 million Turkish lira.
He's going for $1,100,000.
19 million Turkish lira. And as far as what my manager has told me, I'm going to read it directly from him. First wave of money is going out now. We're giving final approval on it to finalize, and they will send the receipts right after. These donations will be made directly by soft giving to the Ahbap and Akut to expedite any setup time the Turkish charities would require with the donor advice fund. So they're sidestepping the DAF, something that people were concerned with. CARE will receive half their funds directly from the donor advice fund, giving as they are a U.S. based and already set up.
What bugs me too is Hassan Piker is also a content creator that, or a streamer that makes a lot of money. And he's very open about it too. He's very open about his finances. He owns a large house. He has a nice car. But he also does an incredible lot of charity work and fundraising work to people in need. With the Roe versus Wade controversy, he raised a ton of money for abortion funds for people to have. So, again, we have here a content creator who has the means to and the platform to help people, but is still getting shit because he's got trolls, and the trolls want to come in and say, "Oh, this money is going directly into his bank account," when that is the furthest thing from the truth.
All receipts will be provided upon completion of this wave of donations, and the total sent today as the first wave is going to be $411,856. This is just the amount of money that is cleared so far in the past 2 days. Okay? So it does not mean that is all the donations, obviously, because the funding has continued. And so the first wave, as I asked them to expedite everything, is going to go $205,928 going to CARE, both to CARE Syria and CARE Turkey. $102,964 going to Ahbap. And another $102,964 going to Akut. Okay? This is just the amount that has been cleared so far. Very proud of this community. Thank you to Selena. Thank you to Hope in Decay. It says peace be with everyone affected. Love wins. Thank you to I Show Speed. Thank you to Nobody. Thank you to Matt. Thank you to John from Fault for the 2,000. Thank you to Yusuf for the 2,000. Thank you to Twitch for the $2,000. Thank you to Ali and Old Game Dad. These are the top donators as of now. Receipts will be provided, as in the receipts that the donation will or the donor fund will send immediately as proof that they have sent over the funds.
Anyway, so not only were these trolls kind of affecting Hassan on a personal level, it affected it to a degree where it prevented other major streamers and content creators from donating as well. One in particular. But we're going to come over here to Charlie, who is also known as Moist Critical. And I enjoy Charlie. He mostly does like video game content, stuff like that, but sometimes he does commentary on things that are more general. And what he said in this was so profoundly good. I'm like, I have to share this with you all as well, because I feel like this really like comes to Jesus about this situation of content creators, influencers, doing charity work, things like that, and the controversy of, one, people thinking that they're just pocketing the money, which is completely untrue, and two, people thinking that it's just for PR reasons, which, who gives a shit if it is? People are benefiting from it, so...
Stand back, I'm entering stinko mode. I was about to hop in the shower, but I started watching a couple of Twitch clips as the water was getting hot, and it just made me upset what was going on about a certain situation that I turned the water off and decided to march on over here like a toddler who just got told that he was put on Santa's naughty list so I could sit down and rant about something. So that's why I'm a little greasy right now, as you can tell. I've got my white t-shirt in sport mode, got some pit stains going on, and I just need to rant right now. I'm fuming. There's fucking steam coming out of my ears like a cartoon character. Why are people so fucking weird when it comes to disliking people online, where if someone they don't like does something good, they will find every excuse to hate the good thing they're doing? It is people's complete fucking inability to recognize that a good thing done by a person they don't like is still a good thing. You don't have to all of a sudden hate the good thing they've done. Why am I talking about this? Two very large streamers are doing a really good thing right now, and there's still a pretty decent sized chunk of people that are shitting on them for it and trying to find any weaselly way of making it seem like it's a negative thing. The two big streamers are Hassan on Twitch and iShowSpeed on YouTube. Both are very controversial figures in the space.
iShowSpeed is a content creator that I definitely don't care for. I don't like him at all. But if he was trying to raise money for this instance, I wouldn't hate that. Unfortunately, he was influenced by Hassan trolls and backed out of it.
And right now they're both doing fundraising streams to raise money for people in Turkey and Syria. I'm sure all of you saw yesterday, Turkey and Syria were devastated by a massive earthquake that led to the deaths of thousands of people. And today, both of these streamers went live to collect money for a
7 point something or other, but very big.
Right now, Hassan has raised over $330,000 for the Turkey.
And that was just at the time. He was getting shit at the time where he just was at that.
Syria Earthquake Fund, which is a fucking ton of money in a pretty short amount of time. And somehow, people are spinning that as a horrible thing. iShowSpeed also raised a tremendous amount of money for the fund as well, and he was getting text-to-speech donations that were fucking unhinged, like this.
Pin message. Pin message. Thank you. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome.
Hassan Piker is taking all the money for himself. He lives in a mansion. All the money is going to him so he can buy a new pool for his mansion.
I don't think we can quite hear that. Okay, hold on.
Thank you. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome.
Hassan Piker is taking all the money for himself. He lives in a mansion. All the money is going to him so he can buy a new pool for his mansion.
Yo, chat, what is going on?
Nah. Speed, it's a scam. I am being.
It's a scam? Bro, I don't. Oh my god, dog. Y'all see, look, bro.
So this is trolls of Hassan coming over to this content creator and saying, hey, this is a scam. Everything you're raising right now is going directly to Hassan's pockets. Totally untrue. By the way, if you did not know, when YouTubers or like Twitch streamers, when content creators do fundraisers like this, when you set up your stream, you select the place that you're raising funds for. Like, you select the place, you select the cause. Like, you don't get on YouTube and Twitch and go, hey, we're gonna raise money, just donate money to me directly and then I'll donate it. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. It's like you set up the stream and you go, okay, I'm going to select this fundraising option for like Roe versus Wade abortion funds or this earthquake relief fund. You select that, start your stream, and then when people donate money to that, it goes directly to them. It does not enter people's pockets at all. At all. So that completely diminishes that myth of YouTubers and Twitch streamers pocketing the money. We'll get on to the next controversy.
I don't know who.
Imagine hating an internet streamer so much that you will pay money, your own hard-earned doubloons, your own hard-earned clams, to donate it to a different streamer just so you can keep shitting on the one that you don't like, and then cook up your own little tinfoil butt plug conspiracy theory on why what they're doing is actually super shady and the money's not going to the charity, it's going to luxury items. That is a wild concept to me. And then also donating to call the whole thing a scam. Another very wild thing to me. Because from what I can tell, this doesn't appear to be an illegitimate organization or an illegitimate fund. It seems like this is money that's going to be extremely useful to the actual people in need to help out victims and help out. But, you know, for some reason, this is being spun by not a large group of people. I want to make this clear. It's not a ton of people. It is a pretty small, vocal group of people that are trying to find any way of spinning this as an overall negative thing.
But it's enough people to where they fuck around with people in need. It's enough people to where they attack content creators to where it genuinely affects people who need the funds. And I've seen this myself in real life. I recall being in a live stream, in one of Morg's live stream, where we were fundraising to feed hungry children, and we had trolls in there. And me and the other mods were like, why are people trolling a stream that's raising money to feed hungry children? Who does that? Who does that? Who the fuck does that? Sick people. That's who do that. They are sick in the head. Those trolls are sick.
Both of these streamers are doing because they don't like the streamers. Now, I'm not here to be the PR manager or tell you that you need to suck their dicks for this and fondle their balls for such a great selfless deed. I'm not trying to be that soldier in the meme who's like taking bullets while a baby is sleeping soundly right in front of me. Like, it's totally fine if you don't like either of these streamers. That is completely fine.
Kitty.
In fact, IO still hasn't even gotten over iShowSpeed's last crypto scam with Paradox Metaverse. She's still very upset about that. She had to jump down. She was so sick from it. Of course, I'm kidding. Even my cat's not stupid enough to fall for a blatant crypto scam like that. What the fuck was that noise? Jesus Christ. Alright. Point is, you can dislike the streamers. You can say, iShowSpeed scammed and I'll never forgive him for it. But then you can still see what he's doing right now and be like, okay, big...
Yeah, you can hate streamers. Like, just because, like, a streamer you hate does something that actually helps other people, you don't have to start sucking their dick. You don't have to start, like, worshiping them. You can just acknowledge and be like, okay, that, you know, they're helping people, and still continue to hate them. It's not that big of a fucking deal. But when you hate a content creator, so hard that you lower your ass so low that you, like, try to say that a charity is, like, disingenuous, that doesn't actually help people, like, you're fucked up. You're fucked up in the head. So... Oh, thank you so much, Morg Official, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Hello.
Thumbs up. That's a good thing. You don't have to go out of your way to try and find any kind of, like, fucking wild, outrageous reason why what he's doing is bad. Because it's just not. No matter how you spin it, getting money to people in need after a fucking tragedy like this is a great thing. And the same goes for Hassan. You can dislike Hassan till the cows come home. You can dunk on him on Twitter all you like. You can say El Bozo on every fucking tweet, whatever. But when he does something good like this, you don't have to try and find some kind of crazy way that it's a horrible thing that he's doing.
Yeah, thank you. When you hate a content creator, they're doing something good, like, you can still hate them, but you don't need to go out of your way to find out that the one good thing that they're doing is horrible, okay? At that point, you're just silly.
Because again, it's just not. And if we're going to play ball with what I see a lot of people saying, and they said the same thing about Mr. Beast, where it's selfishly motivated, they're just doing it to grow their own brand and look good, it's a PR play. Let's just assume you're right. Who cares? If that money ends up...
Thank you. Who cares? If it's a PR play, who cares?
going to the victims here and helping people in need,
yeah,
who cares what the actual motivation
if
behind
it's
it was?
actually
When the
helping
result,
people,
the
who
outcome
gives
is
a
still
shit?
a great benefit to people that absolutely needed it. Why is that an issue? Yes, of course you can still question the motives. Totally fine. I think that's totally reasonable as well. But at the end of the day, it's still just not a bad thing because the people that need the help are getting the help. It's just that simple. That's how I always view these things. I understand that's not going to be how everyone views it, but it always just makes me really fucking upset when I see people doing a good thing and then still getting shit on for it because people don't like them. I feel like good things can be done by people you don't like, and you can still acknowledge the good things without, you know, all of a sudden needing to do a 180 and love the person who did it. For example, I don't really like Elon Musk. I think a lot of the shit he's done has been like pretty underwhelming.
Oh, I fucking
and he
hate
hasn't
him.
done a lot of things that I think are like good changes, especially for like Twitter and shit. But I always give credit where credit's due. He did an incredible job on Twitter with getting rid of a lot of open pedophiles. The map community, the minor attracted person community on Twitter that operated out in the open and flourished for years on Twitter, literal pedophiles, got decimated once Elon Musk actually finally put it in his crosshair. He did a good job there, and I can recognize that while also still not being a huge fan of Elon Musk and the other changes he's made. I just view it as a super simple thing that a lot of people lack the ability to do for some reason. Now again, I want to make it clear, I'm not like blowing this way out of proportion. I understand it's a pretty small group of people that are shitting on Speed and Hassan for the fundraiser, but even just...
Actually, Hassan gets a constant stream of psychos.
Any number of people, more than like one fucking lunatic, is mind-boggling to me. Like, how can people actually look at that and then just be like, yeah, but I hate the person, so I hate what they're doing, and here's why it's bad? It's just not. Like, it's fucking simply not. You don't have to like the person who does a good deed, but you can appreciate the good deed that was done. And, like, that's what it all boils down to. That's what I wanted to rant about today. I don't know if that whole take is super spicy and hot, or if it's pretty lukewarm.
Unfortunately, it is.
Don't really know. I'm hoping it's not a hot take, though, because it seems like it really shouldn't be. But anyway, that's about it. So, yeah.
So, I don't know. So, here's the thing. The whole concept of content creators doing charity, doing fundraising work. My biggest question is, why are these content creators the ones that are stepping up and helping people? Now, I think it's very good that they're doing so, and they should do so. If they have the means and the desire to do so, they should go ahead and do it. That's not the problem. But why are they the ones that have to do that in order for people to get help? Why do we not have a system of government and a healthcare system put in place that does that work that they should be doing in the first place? Does that make sense? So that's why when it comes down to influencers and content creators and streamers doing charity work and stuff, I don't give a shit if I hate their guts and can't stand the sight of them. If they're doing something in order to help somebody get the relief they need, and that then who cares? Well, people are getting help. I can't fucking hate on that. And I think anybody who does is a silly child. I don't think they really understand that there's bigger fish to fry. And the anger that they have about the situation of people getting help and having it being content creators helping people, if they don't like that, the anger needs to be directed at the systems and the people in place that keep us deprived of the medical care and the disaster relief that we need. That's where the anger needs to be placed. There's a lot of leftists, and I'm not saying this as in like Hyperianism itself is left or whatever. Like me, I'm definitely left, but it's like I notice there's a lot of leftists that will attack other leftists first before actually tackling the problem itself, which is the higher powers that be or whatever, the capitalist powers that be that are keeping us down, the rich elite powers, they'll attack other leftists before they actually attack the thing that they should be angry at. Because they feel powerless. Because they don't feel like they can do anything else. Because in their powerless situation, they can't do anything about the systems that be in that moment where they're sitting at their computer, but they can vent their anger and their frustration by trolling a content creator. And it's just pathetic. It's sad and pathetic because it's lacking in unity. We need a very rational kind of unity to come together to umbrella under one thing and actually change the world. So, that's my take, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talks. That is the topic I have for today, and I can't really nail my take any harder than that. And honestly, I think that's perfect. We will just keep it short and sweet. Let's see, what do we got going on then in the chat? Oh, Imaginista, good to see you. And Fachita, good to see you. Let's see, Laura says content streamers and influencers, the ones that are doing good things like this. Ooh, sorry, I keep burping. Are doing part of what our worthless politicians should be working on. Exactly. Exactly. Mark says, I've taken plenty of shit from polling hard for mainstream Democrats when MAGA fascists were the only other live option with a chance in the race. Yeah. That's like boils down to like the dichotomy fallacy. It's like, well, if you're not this, then you have to be this. And it's like, well, can there be some nuance? Can there be something else? That's the challenge I have with talking about political stuff, because I don't know, and not just political stuff, humanitarian stuff, you name it. As much as we do live in a rational universe, we live in a rational reality, things like that. This is all mathematical. We do live in subjectivity, and within this realm of subjectivity, nuance is a thing. Yeah, Mark says, like, I can't vote for Democrats and also criticize Democrats. Honestly, I'd criticize Democrats way more than Republicans, because Republicans do mostly what I expect, but Democrats, this is just a side rant, like, they virtue signal a lot, and they're like, we're gonna help you, and we're of the people, and then they do jack shit, but, like, cater to their, like, capitalist investors. So, there's that. But it's funny, you know, like, if I don't like Trump, then people are, like, assuming that I love Joe Biden. I don't like Joe Biden. But it's like, I don't like Trump more, so it's, then you get these, like, Proud Boys who are like, let's go, Brandon, and I'm, like, just shrugging, like, I'm not offended by that. What are you talking about? I I think this is a really good subject today, and I'm glad I did this. And I really do want to keep it short and sweet because I think it's such an important message. I mean, when people are in need, you help. Unfortunately, people who are in charge of the world don't understand that. Unfortunately, it's up to live streamers, YouTubers, content creators, things like that, people of influence to make a difference in the world. Unfortunately, this is what we have to work with. And if people are going to be silly little trolls, and if people are going to be like, well, you're just doing it for the PR, and you're just doing it for more followers, blah, blah, then let them. Like, get on helping people. I don't know what is in store for Mindful Monad in terms of fundraising and charity work and stuff like that, but it's definitely coming up, so. And I can guarantee you we'll get trolls. And who cares? Anyways. Good to see everybody. Our next live stream is going to be on Friday. It's Friday Night Chat, and we will do something fun. We do a lot of therapeutic blasphemy where we look up like church videos and stuff and make fun of them. So join me then. You can bring your snacks and drinks, things like that, and hang out with us. Let's see. Good to see Ontology Dragon. I did see you came in. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much to our moderators, Mark and Cassie, for keeping our chat room cool. And once again, we're troll-free. Fuck yeah, for now. Anyways, MC Heavy said, thank you so much for coming. Heretical Response, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you. And we have Imaginista, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate that. Witch, yes, blessings back to you too. So Moda B. So mote that B. So mote it B, bitch. No. So mote it B, bitch. Anyways, Tyler S. Easy, good to see you. Good night. Good night, Renaissance Fairy. Exploring the Holos. I didn't see you come in. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. Thank you so much. I love the stuff you post on your Facebook page, by the way. Thank you for doing that. Brienne, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Cassie. I gotta finish wrapping up Cassie's, I got a care package. I got a shander. Cassie's my sister. Anyways, Fachita, thank you so much for coming. Good night, good night, good night, good night, everybody. Good night. 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 Good night.